Hey, everybody!
Hey, hey,
So welcome
hey,
to
hey.
Coco Tapes. So it's not quite a year ago, but soon it will be. So I thought we'd talk about our almost 1 year anniversary of the Coco Tapes. We're almost
Mhm,
1 year. We
mhm,
soon we will be able to walk,
mhm, mhm. Yeah,
and
yeah,
after that we'll
yeah,
be up and running.
yeah,
And as we chose it last year, it was like the one we called Last Christmas, which was first episode, which was had a double
mhm,
meaning in it. Uh,
mhm.
so it was last one was Last Christmas. This one is this Christmas. So we will
Yep,
talk about the Cocoa Tapes maybe, and also a little bit about Christmas, which we both
yep,
feel like very. We're in new places,
yeah.
new in our lives, and everything. So. How is Christmas affecting you? I mean, I just saw your the world's tiniest Christmas tree, which you just made, which is
Mhm.
like made of one, not even a branch, man. It's not even a branch.
Yep, yep. It's a
It's
little
like just
sweet piece of pine.
one shoot of a branch.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm, mhm.
That's really
Yeah.
sweet.
Well, for me, I don't like anything about it anymore. The Christmas thingy, thing, nothing. And it's been many years like that, slowly getting rid of all the Christmas traditions from having them all. We brought up without them, creating them for myself and my family for many, many years. Very tight traditions. First of December, you go get the tree, which makes no sense anymore either. And then the next Sunday you do this and that, and the third Sunday this and that, and the calendars for the kids, and blah 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 blah,
And the TV
and
shows.
nothing.
Uh,
Yeah, nothing anymore now at all whatsoever. Well, it's not true. So now we just play by ear. We play as we go, where we feel like. So right now I'm in a nice warm island where they don't really celebrate Christmas. Easter is their thing. Is Catholic. Um, but of course, it's sweet because it's so simple but very genuine. Like in the harbor, they have these really nice lighted big Christmas presents, by the bay or in the harbor, or beautiful lights on the boats and stuff like that. Like it's like very romantic and gentle way. So
yeah.
it's not so stressed like it is in Denmark for me at least. So it's not that high energy. Plus, I don't have like my kids are big. I don't have like the pressure and responsibility of making them happy with all these gifts. So for me, it's very low key. We end up this year. I do have friends coming from Denmark actually on the 22nd, and they have some kids, big kids, but they're expecting to do like a Christmas Eve dinner. And you know what? I'm already getting stressed by the thought, even though it's not my thing, because we're gonna be at our place, and I'm not. Every second day I'm getting ready to go out and shop all kinds of Christmas decoration and pimp it all up, which I'm very good at.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, we actually bought some things for like small snowflakes for the windows and stuff. We didn't put it up yet.
No.
And we started this and that, me and my daughter, but no. So no, for me, it's not. It all kind of died back when when we could get everything, we can shop anything we want from worldwide. We can eat any food from worldwide. We see our friends and family whenever we feel like it, and if we don't, we have FaceTime. I get it the way it used to be, where you would travel long and maybe didn't see your family for 3 months and so on
Yeah.
before Christmas. And it was a special gathering, special food, special gifts, special clothes. But now it's just consumerism, and I don't care much about it. So we're not doing anything. I did. I must admit, I bought a calendar. Of course, my daughter's grown up, but I thought it was cute, for every day. What is a yogi tea calendar, so she can count down, even though she don't care for it either. But we've talked about the tradition because suddenly yesterday she had a little fit and she said, I'm going to Copenhagen for Christmas to be with the other part of her family. They're
Mm.
going to do this. I said, why? Because it's tradition. And I said, but tradition, what is tradition? Who made up tradition? And why and we make our own tradition now. She learned how to do that now. If you want to have Christmas today, well, then we call it Christmas today, and we have Christmas today, Christmas dinner. We eat it today.
Yeah.
And what's about this date? And what is this date really? And what really happened on this date? Do we even know? Who was there? You weren't there. So it's all make believe, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's yeah, it's fun to go to town and see what they do, and it's okay. But it's yeah, Christmas is done. It's not even a New Year too, because it's not even the real New Year's, so. And in a period, it's tough because like everything falls apart. All your traditions, your habits, your things to look forward to, and so on. But as you live more and more in the present and in the now, everything is a celebration whenever you want to, really. So it's not that sad, but it was sad for a period like what. And what we did to transform it was actually we started traveling Christmas, like getaway ish,
Okay.
you know. So we would travel, take a nice hotel trip, all inclusive someday somewhere, where they didn't have that much Christmas. But you can't get away from it. I mean, even at the hotel, it turned out they had like the biggest Christmas tree I ever seen, and a big Christmas dinner. People could come and eat and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But for me, it's about taking away the stress and the pressure.
Yeah.
And of course, the sweet part about it is remembering, to be nice and be kind to each other and, do the small good things. And, like this year, we will go out and we will give some food and give some gifts around. And we go to the markets where they, buy stuff for charity and buy some cookies for, charity and so on.
Yeah.
So, that's hard. But you're in another situation as you have small kids still.
Yeah, I have small kids, and also, that program actually ran quite deep because I was like, I've been an exiled German for 30 years. So for me, that was always connection time with the family. For a long time, it was like the tradition was to go home to Luxembourg and Germany, and I would always have Christmas with my grandmother and my parents, and then my oldest daughter, and then when my smallest kids came, the two that really want to celebrate Christmas now, then actually my grandmother was told that she wouldn't care to go outside her home anymore. So there we started a new tradition, which was that we would meet in Denmark at my parents' summer house. But there are so many things hooked up with Christmas for me, from the music to certain films you watch every year again, to the tradition of decorating the tree, and to getting the presents and listening to the music, and then having this traditional dinner. And I could never understand people that wanted to go away on Christmas. No, that's where why would you go to somewhere hot? No, that's exactly where you have to be, somewhere cold, and blah blah, and all of that. And then I think it started for me about 2 years ago that I suddenly realized the change that. Also because because you can order anything you want, so this anytime you want it, and so this thing with the special present, which it had been in my youth, that's like gone for a long time. So this joy towards receiving a Christmas present, that's gone. And then of course you vicariously celebrate through your kids, seeing their eyes light up. But it also becomes something that each year you have to beat last year's Christmas present and stuff like that. So and then getting to know that the tree in itself, suddenly you hear the story about the tree in itself, and that it's actually it's a Babylonian tradition, which has something to do with fertility and stuff. It's like, okay, wait a minute. So everything's fake? And then I think recently I saw something about the jingle bells, where someone said that jingle bells, that thing that came actually from Those were bells you put on slaves so they couldn't run away.
I sent it to you yesterday morning. Remember?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. You ruined a perfectly good song there.
I never liked that song. Now I understand why I never liked it. I thought it was like
Yeah, but the
I
funny
never
thing is
liked
that's
it.
of course the first song your kids learn and they sing it all day
Yeah,
long.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
well,
exactly.
but anyways,
Mm,
so there's
mm,
but the feeling, this feeling of it, which for
mm,
me always was also kind of a nostalgic feeling of, there was a melancholy about it. I
mm,
remember it used to take me like whenever I'd get into the Christmas mode, it would take like a month after Christmas into the new year for me to get
mm.
back up again. And then there are
Yeah.
the Danish Christmas dinners where this year I took, I didn't drink, but I joined one.
Mm,
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And to sit there on standby, while the schnapps is being poured and all this fatty food, and oh my goodness,
mm,
you
mm.
suddenly see the other side of it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's still a joy to be with friends and loved ones and stuff. But there is like really the it's as if the magic had gone and you suddenly see this is like a theater decoration when you've worked in a theater and you see that without the magic lamps on and
Mhm.
you just see it with the house lights on, right? And you're
Yeah.
like, wow,
Yeah.
that looks crappy.
It's quite bad.
So
It's
yeah, so Christmas, uh yeah, the
Christmas is
magic,
something else. I can't even imagine being in Denmark now. Like 10 years ago, I started to say, uh, don't trust anything I say. I don't know what's called in English, inhabil. I would say from November until this February, I'm out,
hmm,
because I felt exactly the melancholy from the world, the pain, the loneliness, all this
yeah,
that's activated in people around this time, and basically, it's not happy. It's not a happy energy. Maybe in a short while, when you look at the kids in the eyes and stuff like that, if they're happy about their gifts and if they're not unhappy, but
yeah,
in general, it's not a happy time. Not up north. It's cold. It's difficult. Can we drive? Can't drive. Can't drink. Can't drink. Can drive. It's snowing. Not snowing. Now it's raining. We can't go outside.
yeah,
Now it's just a struggle. It's a
yeah.
struggle.
And then you
And
put
then
on weight, and then you drink too much, and
yeah,
then
yeah, you feel like
you're in a
shit.
crappy mood
And
in the morning.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And the relationships, people are arguing,
yeah,
and fussing, and it's just not nice in any way at all. I haven't done it for, I don't remember how many years now. 4, 5, maybe more. I don't remember when the last Christmas in Denmark was, but you see, I don't even remember it. So I mean, yeah, it's just. But we end up having such a good time because you create something new in the moment. Like last year, I remember we had these blow up Santas on donkeys because that's what they have here as ornaments.
mm,
And we made a Christmas tree out of a pine branch up against the
okay,
wall,
yeah,
and I decorated it with some stuff and some lights, of course, and whatever, um, and made our own like new kind of dinner, not traditional, of course, leaning a bit up against. You need this big some kind of roast or whatever, but it was vegan, but that was something else. And did take the time to like cook and bake things and go visit the neighbors and give things. It was so sweet. And they came, ringing at our door. Oh, we just had, here you go, and here you go. Beautiful, 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 beautiful things they make and bake. And
yeah,
go for a walk, feed the stray cats. Like that. That for me was the warm feeling. That's the
yeah,
spirit that I like. The
yeah,
gentle one of sharing and caring and so on. Yeah, it was super nice. Really, it was. But that was like going as we go. We was just inventing the
yeah.
things there. Go for a swim or like inventing new, not
New
traditions,
tradition.
because I don't I don't like that word
No,
anymore. The tradition, like, think about it. What is it? It's forcing you into something again every year. And of course, it's comfortable. And we are I don't know if we are habit beings. Maybe we are, but of course, it's cozy to know every la la la. This person will come and get to see each other, or
Yeah,
but yeah, I think things it's cozy to make your own.
yeah,
Again, the sovereign feeling. Do your own thing. Make your own. If you can do a tradition, if you think that's important to have something that continues every year, make your own tradition that you create. Just like relationships, we grow up in a family and we copy, unfortunately, what we grow up in. Go out in relationships and we do the same for some time, and maybe you'll do some inner work and you'll start to change that mechanism, and like really sit down and think, what is this for me? Again,
yeah,
ask question yourself, what is this season? What is December? What does it mean for me? It doesn't mean shit, or oh, it means this and that. And then create the season. This is what I like to say. No, I don't like to say Happy Christmas or Merry Christmas. I always say, Merry everything and Happy always.
mm.
But create your own. And also ask the kids, really. I mean,
Yeah.
which is
I
difficult when you
actually
live
think
in.
in that regard, I would even take it one step further, which is I don't know whether it should be created. I don't. I think that in a way, sometimes I feel like that month needs to be wiped and replaced entirely by something else. And I
Yeah.
think that is what I also think in some ways that might actually come because priorities will change very soon, in my opinion. And I think by next year, come Christmas, nobody will think of Christmas anymore because uh, things have changed so much. Times have,
Yeah.
it will seem like it will, or at some point at least, it will seem to people like really crazy having spent so much energy on something they actually don't really know what it is about, as you said.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened that day in reality, and
No.
it's been hijacked by industry to just sell us crap we don't need at prices that are way too high.
Yeah. 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 Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. But for many, it's important, and it's an excuse or reason to feel important, feel loved, and feel connected, and looking forward to. I mean, I get it with the elders; they really like the feeling. But then again, I'm thinking, why don't you just gather people more often
Yeah,
yourself?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
why do you wait for this special? Well, they don't have time, which is true probably.
yeah,
People are working, family don't have time to visit and stuff like that. So you need these excuses for getting together. And this is just again a reflection of how sad the times are that you really need an excuse to visit your elders or
yeah.
do something.
But I
Yeah.
must say, it's very funny. I find it revolutionary that it actually would happen to me because, as I said, as I tried to convey and to explain, man, Christmas meant so much to me.
Mm.
So
Mm. Yeah.
I'm really shocked actually to be
Yeah.
here now at this point and tell you the things I actually told you about it, what I
Yeah.
think about it now, and
Yeah.
how it really is something. Yeah, right now it's actually really mostly something I celebrate vicariously through my kids, for
Yeah.
my kids. Uh,
But see, that goes back to what we spoke about earlier. Like, it's because I feel that many can't manage the mountain they think they have to climb to adjust or change things, right?
yeah,
So it's easier to just be the sheepwise and go with the flow. It is, and of
yeah,
course, it is easier in the beginning. Even though it's terrible, really, it is easier, but it doesn't really take much. It takes. I can give you an example. The friend that's coming here is they have three girls with them, and the Christmas present will be that they get a vacation, a travel abroad. Okay, fine. And then suddenly the girls started getting sentimental, flipping out, and they wanted the Christmas food, they wanted this and that, and they would like. And I told her a suggestion was, okay, ask each of them, what is Christmas for you? What is it with that dinner you need? What is the minimum? Like, well, you can pick one thing, because then she'll make it.
yeah,
And they did, and that kind of gave some peace that because what this also is in many ways for many people is to feel secure. It's uncertain, right? Just like when we travel, it's uncertain what will happen. For me, it's an adventure, but for many, because we're so such into these habits, where lifetimes, a lifestyle, it becomes, we're going to a crazy other country. Oh, there won't be this and that food or whatever,
Yeah.
And yeah, whatever. Yeah, yeah, yes. I don't know what my point. What was that? But it was just yeah.
No, a
Forget the
transition.
Christmas.
How
Let's
to
look it
create
up.
a transition,
Yeah,
I think, is what you try to explain,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
Exactly.
to
Exactly.
bring it a little more up to date. Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's also, I
exactly.
mean, mainly, I think that the thing that has become the hardest is when once you cut out the alcohol. in in
Mm,
in uh, in Danish tradition and also in German tradition with the Christmas markets and stuff like that, which is a real big thing in Germany, right? That's like
yeah.
every almost every day people meet up after work, for a glass of glück or glück
Glühwein. Yeah.
uh, at the local market, and they eat like sausage in Germany and and stuff like that, grilled food and and sweets and whatnot. And once you take the alcohol out, then suddenly it really becomes like, okay, so why am I going here being, bombarded with this la 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 la
Yeah.
la la, all this music and all this crap, which is like after, after uh having almost a month with that, you
Yeah.
feel like, okay, man, make it stop. Just make it
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
You need
Yeah. Yeah.
alcohol actually to to
Yes,
get
is the
through it.
whole point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the whole thing. It is you need it to manage to handle this, which is so crazy. Which is just so crazy that you need poison to handle manage the poison that's going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a fascinating scheme. It's a fascinating scheme for sure. For
Amazing
sure.
scheme. So make your own
Yeah.
Christmases, people.
Yeah.
Find some new.
Ask yourself, what is it? What is a nice new thing to do? What is a nice new thing to do for sure?
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
All
That
right.
was the Christmas
So
chatter.
yeah, just maybe. Oh yeah, that's also one last positive note I've got is like I found some music which was like, like old time blues music and stuff like that, where I just thought, hey, wait, that's got a bit of that same, but without all the jingle jingle. and
Uh-huh.
uh,
Uh-huh.
so there are lots of things you can substitute. Even the music,
Yeah,
man, even the music.
yeah. It's
Let's
true.
just
It's
find your
true.
own way and enjoy. All
Yeah.
right, shall we leave it at that?
Yeah, we will. We
All
will.
right. So, likes,
Yeah.
subscribe, share, and leave a
Mhm.
comment. Keep it civil, and we'll
Yeah.
see you on the
Yeah.
next one.
Yeah, yeah. Jingle,
Yeah,
jingle,
yeah.
jingle, jingle.
Jingle,
Bye.
jingle.